Some games come and go, but a few stay relevant no matter how old they get. These titles didn't become legendary overnight. They earned that status through strong design, memorable moments, and experiences players keep coming back to. This list is about games that still matter today, whether you play them for the first time or return years later.
Tyr!
Are you coming with us?
The Last of Us Part 1 is a story-driven action-adventure that hits hard emotionally from the very start. Set in a broken world after a deadly outbreak, the game follows Joel and Ellie as they travel across dangerous cities and ruined landscapes, trying to survive while slowly building trust with each other. Combat is tense and grounded. Resources are limited, so every bullet and decision matters. You're encouraged to think carefully, mix stealth with action, and use the environment to stay alive. Fights feel personal and dangerous, not flashy, which keeps the pressure high. What makes The Last of Us Part 1 legendary is its storytelling. The characters feel human, the story stays with you, and the experience feels meaningful long after the credits roll.
You know, I've never been this close. Is the outside?
So is that everything you hoped for?
Can't be any worse out there. Can it?
Once upon a time, I had somebody that I cared about. And in this world, that's good for one thing. Get you killed.
I can take care of myself.
How many close calls have we had?
I get into trouble down there. You make every shot count.
Fatal Frame, Maiden of Blackwater, is a slow-burn survival horror game that focuses heavily on atmosphere, tension, and psychological fear. Set around the mysterious Mount Hikami, the story follows multiple characters drawn to a cursed mountain linked to death, loss, and restless spirits. The core gameplay revolves around the camera obscura, a special camera used to fight ghosts instead of traditional weapons. To deal damage, you have to face spirits up close and capture them at the right moment, which makes every meeting feel tense. What makes Maiden of Blackwater stand out is its mood and themes. The slow pacing, haunting environments, and unique combat make it a memorable horror experience that sticks with you long after you stop playing.
Oh, you gotta be kidding me. You're here looking for someone? Maybe some missing señorita? Christ!
What's gonna happen to me?
Sorry! Bad traffic! One combat job will compliment the Hunnigan!
Ready to die, rookie. No, this time it has to be different.
Resident Evil 4 Remake is a modern reimagining of a classic survival horror game, blending intense action with strong horror atmosphere. You follow Leon S. Kennedy as he's sent to a remote European village on a dangerous rescue mission, where everything quickly turns hostile and disturbing. Combat feels tighter and more intense than ever. You still manage ammo and resources carefully, but fights now feel more brutal and grounded. Enemies are smarter, more aggressive, and often overwhelm you, forcing you to think fast and use the environment to survive. What makes Resident Evil 4 Remake stand out is how it balances horror and action. It respects the original while improving the atmosphere, storytelling, and gameplay flow. The result is a survival horror experience that feels intense, polished, and unforgettable from start to finish. Batman: Arkham City drops you into a dark, open section of Gotham that's been turned into a massive prison for the city's worst criminals. As Batman, you're forced to survive inside Arkham City while uncovering a dangerous conspiracy that threatens far more than just the prison walls. Gameplay blends smooth combat, stealth, and exploration. The free-flow combat system makes fights feel fast and satisfying, letting you chain attacks, counters, and gadgets without breaking momentum. Stealth sections reward patience and smart positioning, making you feel like a true predator in the shadows. Batman: Arkham City stands out for its atmosphere and storytelling. It delivers a perfect balance of action, mystery, and character-driven moments, making you feel powerful yet constantly under pressure.
To this place.
It was Sephiroth.
It can't be.
He wants to finish what he started and rule over the planet.
You coming?
Way ahead of ya!
We have to help them.
Let's get to work.
You are truly a model soldier.
We can handle this.
Final Fantasy VII Rebirth feels like a game that reminds you why legendary titles never fade. From the opening, it pulls you in without forcing nostalgia. Even if you know the story, this version makes it feel fresh and worth revisiting. The gameplay is the strongest part. Combat is fast, smooth, and satisfying, blending real-time action with smart strategy. Switching characters feels natural, and every fight lets you mix abilities and play your own way. Exploration feels rewarding too, with a large world and side content that respects your time. By the end, it's clear why this game earns its place on a legendary list. Final Fantasy VII Rebirth doesn't just remake a classic, it evolves it. It keeps the core experience while pushing forward with modern design, making it a must-own game for any gamer.
Dawn is breathtaking. You'll be tempted to stop and look out at the lush valleys, the many rivers and waterfalls, but don't. You're not a tourist here. You're fighting to survive. Scarred by ancient volcanoes, extreme environments like lava fields and caves make perfect hideouts for marauders. Enemy camps are dangerous because their locations are so varied, encouraging you to use different tactics.
Days Gone throws you into a post-apocalyptic world that feels alive and dangerous from the first moment. You're not just surviving, you're living in a world that reacts to your choices and your actions. Even simple rides through the forest feel tense and full of possibility. The gameplay mixes open-world exploration with tight combat. Bikers, zombies, and bandits keep you on your toes, while crafting, stealth, and gunplay let you handle threats your way. Every encounter feels meaningful, and the game rewards creativity and patience over brute force. By the end, it's clear why Days Gone stands out. It's not just another zombie game, it's a story of survival, loyalty, and tough choices in a world gone mad. For any gamer who loves adventure with heart and danger, this is a must-play experience. Hollow Knight brings you into a quiet, mysterious world without telling you much, and that's what makes it work. From the start, the game feels lonely, calm, and slightly unsettling. There's no rush and no hand-holding. You're encouraged to explore, get lost, and slowly understand the world on your own terms. The gameplay is tight and demanding. Combat looks simple, but timing and positioning matter a lot. Every enemy can punish mistakes, so patience becomes your best skill. Exploration is just as important as fighting. The map slowly opens as you gain new abilities, making progress feel earned and satisfying. By the end, Hollow Knight proves why it's seen as a modern classic. It doesn't rely on flashy moments. Instead, it delivers challenge, discovery, and strong design that stays with you long after you finish playing. Silent Hill 2 Remake builds fear in a calm and quiet way. It doesn't try to scare you fast. Instead, it lets the tension grow slowly. From the start, the game feels personal and heavy, like it wants you to pay attention to every thought and feeling. Familiar places feel strange, and silence often feels more disturbing than any sound. The gameplay is about survival and careful choices. Combat feels slow and risky on purpose, making you think before fighting. Ammo and healing items are limited, so avoiding enemies is often the smarter move. Exploring the world and solving puzzles slows everything down. By the end, Silent Hill 2 Remake shows why it's still remembered today. It doesn't rely on loud scares or non-stop action. It delivers quiet, psychological horror that stays in your mind long after you stop playing.
The name on the envelope said Mary. My wife's name. It's ridiculous. Mary died of that damn disease 3 years ago. So then why am I looking for her?
You loved her, didn't you? Me. You.
Visage begins in a house that feels normal, but quickly turns unsettling. Nothing jumps at you right away. Instead, the fear grows slowly as familiar rooms start to feel unsafe. The game gives very little explanation, forcing you to trust your instincts and pay attention to every small detail. Gameplay is focused on exploration and survival without combat. You rely on light, simple tools, and careful movement. Every sound matters, and even small mistakes can lead to danger. The lack of control makes everything feel tense, pushing you to move slowly and think before acting. In the end, Visage proves that strong horror doesn't need action or violence. It builds fear through patience, silence, and psychological pressure. If you enjoy slow horror that gets into your head and stays there, Visage delivers a truly disturbing experience. Divinity Original Sin 2 is a game that gives you full freedom from the start. You are dropped into a dangerous fantasy world where your choices actually matter. The game doesn't rush you or force one path. Every decision, dialogue option, and action can change how the story unfolds and how characters react to you. The gameplay is tactical and rewarding. Combat is turn-based, focused on positioning, abilities, and smart planning. Every fight feels like a puzzle where creativity is encouraged. Outside combat, quests offer multiple solutions. You can talk, sneak, fight, or use the environment to solve problems your own way. By the end, Divinity Original Sin 2 proves why it's considered one of the best RPGs ever made. It respects player choice, rewards creativity, and delivers a deep experience that stays memorable long after you finish playing. Dark Souls 3 throws you into a dying world that does not care if you survive. From the first step, everything feels heavy, quiet, and hostile. The game explains very little on purpose, pushing you to learn through failure and patience. Every small victory feels earned. Gameplay is built around precision and discipline. Combat rewards timing, positioning, and learning enemy patterns. Rushing will punish you fast. Boss fights feel intense and personal, forcing focus under pressure. Progress is slow, but improvement feels meaningful. By the end, Dark Souls 3 proves why the series became legendary. It challenges you fairly, respects effort, and delivers a sense of accomplishment few games can match. It is unforgiving, difficult, and satisfying for players who enjoy mastering a challenge.
Talking true legends, those who would link the fire.
We've got a lot to answer for!
Won't you help me, son?
Your lies are a rare ability.
Geppetto's puppet, our only hope.
Power beyond your imagination.
Come back to me, Carlo.
Lie to protect yourself.
Lies of P feels familiar at first, but quickly shows its darker side. It takes the classic fairy tale idea and twists it into something cold and unsettling. From the opening moments, the world feels broken, quiet, and full of danger, pulling you into a story about truth, lies, and consequences. Gameplay is focused on precision and learning. Combat feels heavy and punishing, pushing you to time attacks, blocks, and dodges carefully. Weapons and abilities give you room to experiment, but success always comes from patience and skill. By the end, Lies of P proves it's more than just a Souls-like. It builds its own identity through strong atmosphere, challenging combat, and a unique story. It rewards focus and persistence, making it a great choice for players who enjoy dark worlds and hard-earned victories. The Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild feels like pure freedom from the moment you enter its world. The game never rushes you or tells you exactly where to go. Instead, it trusts your curiosity and rewards exploration. Mountains, forests, ruins, and open fields stretch in every direction, inviting you to move at your own pace. Gameplay is built around choice and creativity. You can climb almost anything, approach combat in many ways, and solve puzzles without fixed solutions. Physics, weather, and survival systems work together, turning simple actions into memorable moments. Breath of the Wild proves why it redefined open-world design. It replaces strict rules with freedom and encourages players to explore and create their own stories. Discovery feels natural and rewarding.
Open your eyes. Wake up, Link.
What is it you want from me? Is it a god of war you came to find?
You don't really want war, do you, Kratos? All that blood on your hands, on your son's hands.
What is it you will not tell me?
I can't talk about it, but I just need you to trust me.
We follow your every whim.
But you don't believe in any of it.
And still I follow. Because all that matters is that you are safe.
But that's not all that matters. Who's keeping you safe?
I do not need you to protect me.
You sure about that?
Pretender god!
God of War Ragnarök continues Kratos and Atreus' journey with a heavier emotional weight. From the beginning, the game feels intense and personal, focusing not just on gods and battles, but on family, fate, and difficult choices. It doesn't rush the story, letting relationships and consequences grow naturally. Gameplay builds on what worked before, but feels more refined. Combat is brutal and satisfying, mixing powerful attacks with smart use of abilities and strategy. Each fight demands attention, while exploration rewards curiosity with side quests that add real depth instead of feeling optional or empty. By the end, God of War Ragnarök proves it's more than a sequel. It delivers epic moments without losing its heart, balancing action, story, and character growth. It's a powerful conclusion that shows how a big, cinematic game can still feel meaningful and human.
Your lives will be forever changed.
Wait, Jackie Ma, I'm in.
Find a way to make him trust you. We want the Red Poles, the lieutenants, all of them.
Do whatever it takes.
Our brotherhood pays our enemies with pain, suffering, and death. None suffers more than a traitor. We're cops.
You're a cop. I'm an undercover cop. The rules are different.
You've crossed the line, Wayne.
Sleeping Dogs pulls you into the streets of Hong Kong with a grounded and gritty tone. From the start, the game feels like a crime drama where every move matters. You play as an undercover cop trying to survive between two worlds, and that tension drives the story forward in a natural way. Gameplay mixes open-world freedom with fast, brutal hand-to-hand combat. Fighting feels raw and satisfying, using counters, environment objects, and timing instead of pure button mashing. Driving, shooting, and missions blend smoothly, keeping the pace steady without feeling repetitive. Sleeping Dogs proves why it deserves respect. It delivers strong storytelling, memorable characters, and a unique setting that stands out from other open-world games, making it worth owning and replaying. Persona 5 drops you into the life of a normal student hiding a double identity. By day, you attend school, build friendships, and deal with daily struggles. By night, you enter a hidden world where corrupt adults rule through fear and power. The game quickly makes it clear that this story is about rebellion, justice, and choosing who you want to be. Gameplay blends turn-based combat with life simulation in a smooth and stylish way. Battles are fast and strategic, rewarding smart planning instead of grinding. Outside combat, social activities matter just as much. Spending time with friends unlocks new abilities, making every choice feel connected and meaningful. Persona 5 proves why it stands out as a modern classic. Its bold style, strong characters, and powerful themes create an experience that feels confident and unforgettable.
Chance to strike! Go!
In the near future, there is no mistake that ruin awaits you. Do you have the resolve to challenge the distortion of the world?
I don't think it's wrong to bring light to evils which can't be judged by law.
We can change people's hearts. We might be able to do more than just getting back at society.
I will not lose heart again. Ever. Please don't forget the promise we made, okay?
Sekiro: Shadows Die Twice throws you into a harsh world where skill matters more than power. From the opening moments, the game makes it clear that hesitation leads to death. There is no comfort here, only focus, pressure, and discipline that force you to learn fast. Gameplay is built around timing and precision. Combat revolves around parries, posture, and constant pressure on enemies. Attacking without thinking gets punished quickly. There is no grinding to save you. Progress comes from learning patterns, staying calm, and improving your reactions in every fight. Sekiro: Shadows Die Twice earns its spot on this list for a reason. The challenge, the pressure, and the feeling of growth turn this game into an experience people remember long after putting the controller down.
たとえひとたび敗れるとも命を落とし主を必ず取り戻すそれが我が忍びなれば
Spiderman puts you straight into the role of a hero who already knows the job. From the first swing across New York City, everything feels smooth and natural. The city feels alive, busy, and responsive, making movement feel like part of everyday life instead of a challenge you need to learn. Moving through the city is where the experience really shines. Swinging between buildings feels fluid and satisfying, turning simple travel into something enjoyable. Combat focuses on movement, timing, and smart gadget use, keeping fights controlled instead of chaotic. Spider-Man earns its place on a legendary list by doing things right without forcing spectacle. It delivers a balanced experience that respects the player's time. The mix of freedom, responsibility, and solid design makes it easy to enjoy and hard to forget.
Peter, it's time to get up.
Clair Obscur Expedition 33 drops you into a unique fantasy world inspired by Belle Epoque France, where a mysterious force known as the Paintress erases people year after year. The game avoids long explanations and lets mystery guide the experience. Combat blends turn-based combat with real-time reactions, keeping battles clear and engaging. Planning, timing, and positioning matter more than raw power. Outside combat, exploration moves at a steady pace, giving space to absorb the environment and understand the characters. This is why Clair Obscur Expedition 33 fits a legendary games list. It focuses on mood and identity rather than speed or spectacle. Experiences like this stay with players because they feel thoughtful, different, and easy to remember long after play ends.
Is this true? Mael's with him. We need to go, now!
Bloodborne drops you into the decrepit city of Yharnam, a place once known for its miraculous blood, but now plagued by a terrible curse. From the first moments, the world feels hostile and overrun, with Gothic architecture and relentless enemies around every corner. Combat is fast, aggressive, and demanding, pushing you to keep moving and striking quickly instead of hiding behind a shield. The rally system encourages risky plays that heal you, when you strike back right after taking damage. Enemies test your timing and patience, and learning their patterns is key. This is why Bloodborne belongs on a legendary games list. Its world, challenge, and design come together to create an experience that feels intense and memorable. The sense of risk and discovery stays with you long after the hunt ends, turning every triumph into a moment worth remembering.